What's up, Star Wars fans? Today I want to talk about Season 2 of The Bad Batch, Episode 13, Pabu. Now that title isn't a lot to go on, but it must be a character name, someone that we're going to meet, maybe the Bad Batch are going to rescue, or potentially it could be somebody that works for Rex, as the last time we saw the Bad Batch they said they were through doing missions for Sid. That all said, after a quick Google search, Star Wars already has a character named Pabu. It's an astromech that worked with smugglers on a YT-2400, and that character is from Legends, but hey, it would be really interesting to see a YT-2400 in this episode. Maybe I'm wrong and the Bad Batch don't actually go to Rex right away and they're trying to pull off their own jobs, and they get hired by these smugglers to help rescue Pabu, their astromech. I mean, there's a really good chance that this is going to be a filler episode anyway, and rescuing an astromech seems kind of a simple job for the Bad Batch and would definitely contribute to that idea that the Bad Batch aren't living up to their full potential, kind of pushing them towards working with Rex now that they've walked away from Sid. Of course, this could also be one final mission for Sid, but I really think in this episode we're going to see the Bad Batch cut ties with Sid one way or another. That said, even if this is a filler episode, I think we're definitely going to see Crosshair at some point and what's happening with him at Mount Tantus. I think there's a really good chance that Crosshair is going to be sent after Omega, because remember, Dr. Hemlock needs Omega. He needs her as leverage over Lama Su so that she will actually work for the Doctor, no doubt working on cloning Palpatine. But that all said, my Google search did turn up something else for the name Pabu, and that is a character from the Republic City Hustle show who is inspired by a character from Avatar: The Last Airbender. And now for those who don't know, Dave Filoni actually worked on Avatar: The Last Airbender, and although Dave Filoni doesn't work day to day on The Bad Batch, he does certainly have a major impact on the show. So this certainly could be a hint about the episode, or at least the character we're going to meet in the episode. So let's take a quick look at the Wikipedia entry for Pabu and Avatar: The Last Airbender. The entry states, Pabu is a mischievous male fire ferret who belongs to Bolin. Although he often gets into trouble, his agility and sharp teeth make him dependable in sticky situations. So hey, do I think we're going to see a fire ferret in this episode? No, highly unlikely. But we could definitely see a similar character, someone that's mischievous, maybe trying to pull one over on the Bad Batch, which would make a lot of sense if they stop working for Sid. As I mentioned earlier, even though they stop working for Sid, they might not transition to working with Rex right away. Maybe they go out into the big galaxy by themselves and try and run some missions independently. Wouldn't it be interesting if that didn't go so well? And this Pabu character ultimately takes advantage of them. I think a situation like that naturally fits into the story of this season and ultimately pushes them to work with Rex, which is where I think we're heading in the next episode, which is titled Tipping Point, by the way. Anyway, Star Wars fans, that's my crazy speculation for today. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and as always, I'm Mike, and remember, the Force will be with you always.